Hey everybody, we're growing beets in produce containers. This is video 2. It's the Just Beat It, what do we call it thing? Just Beat It 2022. And it did work. I'm updating. We're week 6 of 8. Got a couple more weeks to go. But I wanted to update you on what's going on, so let's go check it out. Okay, right there in the middle pair, those are the beets. And in the back are the classic Detroit red. And in the front is kale. And you can see here, we do have beet roots. That is the kale. And this one is the Detroit red. It does look a little woody, so we will not know for a couple more weeks how the beet roots actually turned out. But so far so good. Appears this is possible. If you didn't watch the first one and don't want to go back and watch it, those produce crates have compost in the bottom and then container mix on top, and they have settled in. They were on platforms, and I've now put them straight to the ground. Not so much so the roots can get to the ground, because they won't, but I needed those platforms for another purpose. Anyway, this does work. It's definitely an inexpensive way to make a raised bed. I got those for $1 a piece, and they're roughly 1.5 square foot each. And you can get quite a bit in there. Now, this was an experiment. If you look at the pair on the left, the one closest to the camera, that's red mustard. Underperformance. I grew that last year in 10-gallon barrels, and the 10-gallon barrel is far, far, far superior than this produce crate. So that will never happen again. And same thing with the produce crate in the back. That's an Asian greens mix. And again, I grew that last year in a 10-gallon barrel, and the barrel is superior by far. So this will never happen again. I don't recommend that. Over here, it's a little different story. That's Bloomsdale spinach. I actually got that seed from Arkansas woodcutter, along with that curly kale back there. The spinach almost played out. I would do that again. In fact, a couple of produce crates of spinach, and that's probably all we would consume between me and my wife. And same thing on the kale. It's not as large as it could be, but it's good enough. And you know how kale is, the larger the leaf, the tougher it gets anyway. So yeah, a couple of crates of kale would do us, and a couple of crates of spinach. And it looks like root crops, I would assume, carrots, radish, turnips. I haven't pulled these beets yet, but if they're woody, that's not necessarily a factor if they're in a produce crate. That's on me and my technique. So that's go. But this did not work out. I will never grow mustard greens in a produce crate or Asian greens. I don't know why it didn't perform so well. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to try it again, so that's not happening. And in a couple of weeks, we will come back and pull these beets for the third video in that series, Just Beat It 2022. And there's a playlist there if you want to check out some other folks showing how they are growing beets this year. Well, there's that experiment. Drop your comments down there. Tell me if you're growing stuff like that, or weird containers, and what you think grows well on them and what doesn't. Peace, y'all. DF and back here.